My my objective for this module my objective for this module is to help you master the neuropsychological and linguistic tools of deep rapport. I'll always say build rapport, build rapport. You have to build rapport on the top of the call. But there's a little more than that, right? I need you to learn how to influence attention, trust, decision by mirroring internal states, mirroring their language, and mirroring their energy. Right? All the elite guys do this. Whether they know NLP or not, whether they are aware or not, this is something that I've identified over the past 3 years. A core NLP concept is rapport itself, right? A deep unconscious sense of similarity and safety. Like they already know you, you're already friends. Through mirroring, matching, and pacing, right? This all comes before the leading part. And this has all been scientifically validated. Mirror neurons, they fire when we observe someone else's actions and emotions. The polyvagal theory, safety cues through facial expression, vocal tone, and body language calm the nervous system. And synchrony studies show that matching breathing, posture, and tone creates subconscious trust and bonding. So there's 3 studies that's like, hey, if you sound like them, kind of look like them, mirror their stuff, mirror their ideas, body language, they trust. They're like, okay, this is vibe with my tribe. This is someone that I would know. So prospects buy from people who make them feel understood, right? Like the linguistics match. Makes sense. And they feel safe, right? The energy is mirrored, like it's someone that they would actually hang out with. And they also feel inspired, because inspired is something I added, because our goal in sales is to also lead them to a new state, right? So without rapport, like all these tactics fail. Like without rapport, like resistance it's just there. And resistance melts if you have a lot of rapport. So some practical NLP tools is just taking a deeper consideration on what's your pacing, what's your leading. Like that's when we have sections on tonality and body language, it's this that we should be focusing on. Are we actually mirroring their posture or pulling back? Like what gestures can we subtly do to make this a smoother sales call? Can we match their speed, pitch, and rhythm? Right? If they're a sad person, I'm not telling you to match them and be sad. Still lead and be confident. Like be assertive, be certain. But there's no need for you to be like super excited, happy, upbeat. It has to make sense. It has to make conversational sense. You have to have some EQ here. Because everyone has a preferred representational system, right? Whether it's like, even learning system, like whether it's I learned through better with writing it or listening to it or watching it. So speak to their dominant system. We need to identify for them. What do they need? Like what do they need to hear or see or make happen, right? And for you to better get an idea, you can just recall past events. Like people recall information better when it's presented in their preferred modality, right? Like communication becomes more emotionally sound, more emotionally resonant when it's matched with some of these sensory memory systems. So, if your prospect says, "I see what you mean," they're visual, right? Or you could catch tiny things like that sounds good. It's auditory. Like it feels right. Like the feeling person. They're like an emotional person. So catch it. And you match it, right? For visual, you can ask, can you see yourself running that XYZ, doing that confidently or succeeding in getting that? Auditory, does this sound like something that you could implement? Kinesthetic, feeling, what would it feel like to you if you finally hit XYZ goal? Right? And then you can anchor, right? Creating a neurological link between these stimuli and finding the specific internal state for them. So, you can anchor yourself, right? Like touch a spot, breathe a certain way, recall a wind state, like instantly snap into certainty before a call, or like prospects. Use certain words, gestures, or tonality to associate those with states of fear, states of success, clarity, urgency. So to build deep rapport fast, match language, tone, and energy to reduce this resistance and increase trust, and use anchoring techniques to manage their own state and subtly influence the emotional response of the buyer, right? Through speed, volume, energy, your word choice. You have to start being careful about how you present yourself. I know we have the sales framework, and yes, you have to understand the logistics of the offer, what they need, what you're exactly selling, but all of this is really, really important to understand for them to make the big sale, to say the yes, to actually get them over the line. Apply this stuff, and they'll be bought in even before the price is discussed.